As the death toll of those hacked to death in cold blood by suspected herdsmen continues to rise, a sense of insecurity appears to hang ominously over the general populace. Nigerians say the federal government, through the security agencies, must stem the tide of this murderers whose raids they've caused dead and survivors living with permanent horror. Chuka Odita completes the story.
Kogi, Adamawa, Plateau, Enugu, Nasarawa, and more recently Benue State have each witnessed the horror of similar bloodbath visited on them by alleged rampaging herdsmen who prey on their victims in what has proved to be a well-coordinated night ambush. Although President Muhammadu Buhari had on May 2015 assured Nigerians that the federal government under him will ensure safety of lives of all citizens, recent unabating carnage of unarmed civilians by suspected herdsmen seem to put a question mark on the minds of citizens, especially victims of these attacks, over the president's assurance. More worrisome to the citizens is the manner of continued unleash of horror on unarmed Nigerians in their homes, in spite of the presence of security personnel in some cases, as alleged by survivors. Many say this development is unacceptable.
For the government of Nigeria to continue to allow the perpetration of this act that is very animalistic, barbaric, and very horrendous killings that are going on is something not to write home about.
Some more Nigerians say that the seeming reluctance of Mr. President to clamp down on herdsmen frontally is the reason the killings are continuing, thereby creating room for all forms of conjecture. Only recently, President Buhari, through his senior special assistant on media, described the killings in Guma and Logo communities of Benue State as one attack too many. At least 30 people have lost their lives in a night raid by suspected herdsmen in these operations.
So it is even more disappointing because the government that is supposed to be protecting lives and properties are reluctant in tackling this issue.
For any ethnic group or any section of the country that's feeling aggrieved of anything whatsoever, they should also come out for dialogue or deliberations.
While many believe that the federal government is doing the best it can to stem the tide of killings, others believe the government can do more by preventing the killings of Nigerians.